is a phrase I never thought I'd say in Ireland again. Today is Sword Swallowers Day, and according to Ripley's, believe it or not, there are less than a few dozen professional sword swallowers left actively performing the 4,000-year-old ancient art around the world today.
Well, we have one of those performers with us this morning. Magician and professional sword swallower Jack Wise joins us. And just a warning, if you don't have a strong stomach, get ready to look away. And obviously, do not try this at home. Jack, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on the show.
This is terrifying and fascinating what you're going to do for us. But first, let's talk about how in the name of God someone realises actually sword swallowing, there's a career.
Well, I started out as a magician. I know, it's a long... My mother was just like, why couldn't you do anything normal like this? Maybe smoke in the back garden. Instead, I pull back the curtains and you're trying to swallow a sword.
Yeah, there is that.
I saw a guy at a festival do it. I thought it was the most amazing thing I ever came across. And then I went to the library. I got a book called Memoirs of a Sword Swallower, and I taught myself, which on reflection was probably the stupidest thing anybody's ever done in Ireland.
A self-taught sword swallower.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home.
No,
buy that book and try it at home. But
what
age were you when you were doing this?
I was about 17 when I first...
Old enough
So
to know
you were
better.
clearly fascinated by magicians, that world.
It was starting to become a career for me. And then when I saw it at a festival, I was like, that's cool. But it was pre-internet. It was like,
right.
I'm 48, so I was like, it's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So the only access to information was the library.
How long did it take you to be proficient in this?
It took about 3 months before I actually had it down, but it's... However unpleasant you think it is learning it, it's more unpleasant.
I don't know how to ask this politely, but how do you have to train yourself to not have a gag reflex? Does the sword go down like maybe 2 or 3 inches the first day and goes down more and more?
You've got an esophageal valve, an upper esophageal or esophageal valve there, and lower. And what happens is that's the one that causes the most resistance. So what happened was I was trying for weeks, and then one day both just opened and the sword just dropped.
Oh, Lord.
Which was... And people ask, what did it feel like? If you've ever seen the movie Aliens and Sigourney Weaver...
It felt like that.
That's what it felt like. That's the only comparison. On a hot day when I'm doing it at festivals, I perform all over Canada, Germany, Switzerland, basically anywhere they speak English.
So you've made your living out of it now.
Yeah,
you're a magician, ventriloquist, sword swallower, all that. And obviously you were a busy man up until the pandemic, so when everything fell off the map. So what was the 2 years like?
Well, the 2 years I started doing, with a bit of help from the Arts Council, so a big shout out, a big thanks to them. I put together a Zoom show, which was to a performance of magic for school, for transition year students, and also teaching them about going on stage, building up their confidence, how to speak to a room full of people, or how to perform. So it's to encourage people through the Arts Council to get on stage. And then myself and 2 comedians who you know, Danny O'Brien and Carl Spain, we started doing Zoom shows for online, just for companies, who are looking for something to cheer up their teams who are all at home. And now we're doing shows in offices. We call it Workplace Showcase. And if you want to find out more, workplaceshowcase.com.
Very good.
If you want to give your staff...
But you're back on the road.
We're back on the road. We're back on the road.
Now, you're going to do it first.
I'm going to do it for you.
Right. I'm
Have
going
you
to
ever
hide
caught yourself doing this?
Have I ever cut myself doing it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the horror stories afterwards.
Yeah,
Probably
let's see it first.
But there could always be a first time.
First of all, as I've never said to anybody before, can I see your sword?
That's the sword. That's 24-inch of solid steel sword. Now, people always think it's a trick. It's not a trick sword. It doesn't. Actually, the easiest way to prove it's real, just hold still for me, Elaine. Don't do anything crazy. Watch this. Look. We just a little look. And it is a real...
How did you get my hair? That's not my hair.
No, it's not your hair. No, it's fake hair.
To be honest, it's not my hair anyway. It's extensions, so work away.
Because there's a split end. That's how you know it's not yours.
Very good.
No, but
that is the real deal.
That is a real deal. Yeah, have a look at it. It is
heavy.
It's 24 inches, solid steel. It's been made to measure.
Right.
I'm going to swallow it there, Simon. Thanks a million.
Listen, I wouldn't be worried about the dirt.
No.
I'm worried about the 24
No, you're not, but I am.
Here we go.
Always, for all the teenagers watching, very important to practice safe sword swallowing. So we're going to be using one of these. No, Elaine, it's an antiseptic wipe. You dirty devil. Right.
This is breakfast television.
Don't worry, parents. It doesn't get any more suggestive than this. I'm going to give this a quick wipe down and then I'm going to swallow the sword. It's going to go down my fallopian tube, past my ovaries, into my stomach.
Oh, lovely. Right.
And the music
Fantastic.
drop in. Well done, folks.
I feel we should be
idea was-
dancing.
We have a live orchestra in the studio next day.
Oh, they'd be-
Carry on, lads.
After I do this, by the way, sometimes
You've 30 seconds left.
Oh, I have 30 seconds,
Yes,
have I?
the
Okay,
best
we'll
of
make
luck.
I'll
it
just be
fast.
your lovely assistant now.
After I do this, my eyes sometimes water. I've actually figured out a unique solution to the problem. You use a little bit of Johnson's baby shampoo on the blade, and then there's no more tears. Okay, sorry about that. Right, let's give this a shot. And we're going to close the show on this, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying this and you want
He's
to find out
hiding
more
behind me.
about what I do, you can check out jack.ie, or you can get me on Instagram at @theJackWise. Let's swallow this sword. Here we go. Kids, don't try this at home for obvious reasons.
Sweet, merciful hour. Well, so there you go, and it is gone. I feel decidedly unwell. Well done.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. I love it.